Imagine a colossal creature with scales shimmering under the sun, wings spread wide, and fire spewing from its mouth. This, my friends, is the spectacle of a dragon. Dragons, the legendary creatures that have held our fascination and sparked our imaginations for ages. They are a universal symbol of the extraordinary, transcending geographical boundaries and cultural differences. In the West, dragons are often depicted as malevolent, fire-breathing creatures, symbols of chaos and destruction. They are the classic adversaries in countless tales, from Beowulf to St. George, formidable foes to be conquered by the brave and the virtuous. But venture to the East, and you'll find an entirely different perspective. In Chinese culture, dragons are seen as divine creatures, symbols of power, strength, and good fortune. They are associated with the imperial throne and revered as bringers of rain and prosperity. In other cultures, dragons take on different forms and roles. The Aztecs and the Mayans of ancient Mesoamerica envisioned them as feathered serpents, deities of the sky and the earth. The Vikings of Scandinavia carved dragon figures on their ships, believing these mythical creatures would guide them through treacherous waters and lead them to victory in battle. Dragons are as diverse as the societies that conceived them, each version a reflection of the culture's values, fears, and aspirations. They are the embodiment of humanity's quest to understand the unknown, to tame the wild, to conquer our fears. From terror to reverence, dragons have etched themselves deep into human consciousness. But where did these myths originate? Dragons seem to have left their footprints in the sands of time across all continents. But why is that so? Well, the answer lies in the tales spun by our ancestors, echoing through the ages. Dragons, in their many forms, have found a place in the lore of cultures far and wide. From the serpentine dragons of ancient China, seen as symbols of power and good luck, to the fire-breathing monsters of European folklore, feared and revered in equal measure. These mythical beings have been painted with a broad palette of characteristics, reflecting the distinct cultural contexts they sprung from. The Chinese dragons, often depicted sans wings, are said to control the waters, the rains and floods. They are benevolent creatures, symbolizing power, strength, and good luck. Contrast this with the dragons of European folklore, fearsome winged beasts that hoard treasures and wreak havoc, only to be slain by valiant heroes. Similarly, dragons have found their place in the rich tapestry of Mesoamerican cultures. The feathered serpent god Quetzalcoatl, a key figure in Aztec and Toltec mythologies, is a prime example, bridging the gap between earth and sky, embodying both the physical world and the spiritual. In the land of the midnight sun, the Vikings envisioned dragons as gigantic serpents, such as the world-encircling Jormungandr. Their longships, adorned with dragon heads, were a testament to the awe these creatures inspired. So why this widespread obsession with dragons? The answer may lie in the human tendency to personify the natural world, attributing the inexplicable elements of nature to these majestic, fearsome creatures. Perhaps they were born from a need to explain the unexplainable, to give form to the formless fears of ancient peoples. Whether as serpents, winged beasts, or feathered creatures, dragons have taken many forms. But could they have been inspired by real-world creatures? That, dear listeners, is a question for another scene. Stay tuned as we continue to unravel the mystery of dragons. The earth beneath us holds many secrets, some of which might explain our fascination with dragons. Unearthing fossils and studying prehistoric life forms have often stirred our imaginations, leading us to create extraordinary tales. The dragon, a creature of myth and legend, may have its roots embedded in such ancient remains. Consider the dinosaurs, the original titans that roamed our planet. Their immense size, fierce demeanor, and the mystery surrounding their existence and extinction might have contributed to the conception of dragons. The Tyrannosaurus rex, for instance, with its towering height and razor-sharp teeth, easily fits the bill for a fearsome dragon. Or the pterosaurs, the first vertebrates to evolve powered flight. The sight of their fossils, with wingspans that could reach over 30 feet, might have inspired tales of dragons soaring through ancient skies. However, it's not just extinct creatures that may have given rise to dragon myths. Look around, and you'll find potential muses in our present-day wildlife. The Komodo dragon, the largest living lizard, could easily be seen as a dragon in miniature. With its scaly hide and forked tongue, it's not hard to imagine our ancestors encountering such a creature and weaving tales of larger, more formidable versions. Snakes too, with their slithering movement and venomous bite, may have influenced the serpentine depiction of dragons in Chinese mythology. Birds of prey, with their sharp talons and keen eyesight, could have inspired the image of a dragon, a powerful creature ruling the skies. By examining the bones of the past and the creatures of the present, we gain insights into the physical traits attributed to dragons. Their size, their wings, their scales, all might have roots in the creatures that have walked, swum, or flown on our planet. As we dig deeper, we find that dragons might not be as fantastical as we thought, but how have these myths evolved over time? The dragon, like all legends, has evolved, reflecting the times and cultures that nurtured its myth. This ancient mythical creature has journeyed alongside us through the annals of time, transforming in its form and meaning as it passed from culture to culture, age to age. In the early epochs, dragons were feared symbols of chaos and destruction. These serpentine beasts of lore were believed to dwell in the deep, dark places of the world, emerging to wreak havoc and bring ruin. In the Norse sagas, dragons such as Fafnir were formidable foes embodying greed and destruction. Yet, as the wheel of time turned, so too did the perception of these mythical beasts. Dragons began to shed their monstrous personas, transitioning into revered figures of power and wisdom. In the East, particularly in China, dragons were never the malevolent beasts of Western lore. Instead, they were celestial beings, symbols of imperial power, and bringers of rain. They danced in the skies, a spectacle of grandeur and majesty. Our storytelling traditions have been enriched by the presence of these mythical creatures. From the epic tales of heroes slaying dragons, to the sagas where dragons themselves were the protagonists, they have breathed fire into our narratives, making them vibrant and alive. They've roared in our literature, hissed in our art, and soared in our religious traditions, becoming an integral part of our cultural tapestry. The dragon's journey through time is a testament to humanity's capacity for imagination and creativity. We have shaped and reshaped these beasts in our collective consciousness, molding them to mirror our fears, hopes, and aspirations. Dragons have journeyed with us through history, adapting, growing, and inspiring, yet their appeal remains undiminished. But why? As we continue to weave and unravel the mysteries of these legendary creatures, we find ourselves entranced by their enduring charm. The dragon's tale is far from over, and its journey through time continues. Dragons continue to fire our imagination, their tales woven into our books, movies, and games. But what is it about dragons that captivates us so? Their enduring appeal lies in their versatility. Dragons, in all their scaly splendor, can be fearsome, majestic, wise, or benevolent. They're shapeshifters, not just in their mythical abilities, but in what they represent. In one culture, a dragon might symbolize chaos and destruction. In another, it's a harbinger of wisdom and prosperity. In popular culture, dragons are a wellspring of creativity. They spark our imagination, inviting us to explore worlds where they fly, breathe fire, and speak in riddles. They're the guardians of treasures in our video games, the loyal companions in our fantasy novels, and the formidable foes in our epic movies. Dragons also provoke thought. They challenge us to face our fears, to question our understanding of good and evil. They inspire awe and respect, reminding us of the power and mystery of the natural world. Dragons, in their multifaceted incarnations, mirror our deepest fears, aspirations, and dreams. Their myths are our stories told in fire and scale. Please subscribe to our channel for more such insightful videos. Your support helps us bring more well-researched content to you. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning,